Hi, this is Abe Friedtanzer from Awards Radar, and I'm thrilled to be speaking with Jordan Weiss and Michelle Nader about their show Dollface. How are you both doing today?
We're good.
Nice to meet you.
You too. It's great to have the show back. Jordan, it's been a long time since season one. Was there
Yeah.
ever a chance that even after the renewal, this show wouldn't be coming back?
I mean, I think that the pandemic threw everybody's job into question. I think it affected TV and film. I think it affected a bunch of every industry. So I never felt Hulu's support of the show waver, which is such an amazing way to feel as a creator. They're such awesome partners, but yeah, it was challenging, and I have aged along with the characters in the show. They used to be older than me, and now they're not. I was 22 when I wrote this pilot, and now I'm 29, and this season is about turning 30. So here we go.
Wow. And Michelle, you're joining the show as showrunner for season two. What was your experience knowing about season one, and what appealed to you about coming aboard?
Well, I was a fan of the show, season one. As you know, I worked with Kat Dennings on Two Broke Girls for many years. So I was watching it as a friend, and then I fell in love with the show and all the other characters. And I fell in love with the world that Jordan had created.
I thought you were about to say me. I was like, are you in love with me?
I am in love. I'm a little bit in love with Jordan. We have the same necklace.
We do.
Dollface. We can get you one. But I just love the world, the inner life of this character through this cat lady and the magical real scenes. I just thought that was so incredible. And when I met her, I knew that we would get along from that point of view, because her inner life is a wild ride.
There's a lot going on in there. No, I mean, Michelle coming into the second season was so much new life into the show. And I feel real life friendship that has formed really made its way into the season, friendship and mentorship. And yeah, it was from our first conversation, Michelle had sort of this very clear vision, and she pitched me an idea for a scene of where the season could end, especially for Jules's character. And that kind of gave me an idea of where to start the season. And then we filled in the middle. There's a whole middle for everyone watching.
Yes.
And how would you say that season two is going to be different from season one?
I mean, it gets to fulfill the kind of promise of the premise of season one, which was this girl winning her group of friends back. And in season two, she's got them back. So we get to really see the four of them riding out the journey of season two together as a unit, which I think is so fun, because I do think the show's at its best when all four of them are on screen together. We love the group scenes. We love the group episodes. And so as much as this season is really about these sort of four women going on individual journeys while staying connected, our theme that we used as our North Star in the show was, how do these women grow up without growing apart? And so you're going to see them go on individual journeys while still really remaining connected as a group, which is what we promised people when she won her friends back last year.
I like that a lot. And as far as the imagined scenes with the cat lady and other things, are there a lot more of those that don't make it into the final cut of each episode, or is that pretty much it?
We have infinite ideas for them, because they're the most fun.
They are the most fun to think about. And Jordan is a factory. She's a magical real factory. But sometimes we think of them and they're not particularly right for that episode. But so we have, 70 seasons of magical realism.
Yeah. Sometimes it's very clear, what the episode is about, of it has to be this magical realism that is born from this plot point in the episode. And other times we'll just have an idea that we're in love with, that we're just looking for a place for. There's Eliza Schlesinger guest stars in the 6th episode as the sort of linguistics professor who's analyzing the silent language between two best friends and the way that you can communicate with eye contact, which Michelle and I do all the time on Zoom. And that one was just we sort of loved in a vacuum, and we were we're finding a place for this. Yes. And then it ended up slotting in very perfectly to the episode that it was. But that one was sort of a floating index card on a virtual Zoom whiteboard that was looking for a home. Whereas the anxiety spiral in that same episode was much more that was always going to be part of that storyline in that episode.
The improv one is something that
the improv one was another I have such anxiety when I like miss too many calls from someone in my family, because I'm thinking like, they know that I'm at work. So if it's like 2 or 3 missed calls, like someone has passed, like this is bad news. Mm-hmm. So, but then anyone who knows me would say, no, you're just worried because you're neurotic. And so we put that in the show of an improv troupe kind of acting out like your worst fears of like, why is your mom called you 3 times?
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, well, it's great to dive back into this show's world. All 10 episodes of season 2 premiere on Hulu on February 11th. Thank you so much to both of you for speaking with me about the show today.
Thank you.